Morning.
Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of the BobN'Frank Hockey Podcast. We're talking episode 21,
21.
talking hockey development. Let's just start off. What have you been doing this week for hockey development, Grego? Tell me about it.
Okay, I was skating with some young teams, very young, like U9 and U8. Skating and
fundamentals, can't go wrong there.
skating with the puck. You just can't. I think that's the number one play at that age. And I skated with some older players too. Some junior level guys who are doing
a couple big dogs.
Some seam passes, battling in the corners, short breakout passes under pressure, like retrievals as defense, and even flipped around forwards, retrieving under pressure, trying to make a pass to the slot.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Good details there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Last week I mentioned going into some small area games.
Mm-hmm.
Try to influence some creativity, and pretty much all the teams that I was working with, I kind of just came in with the small area game theme. Definitely a crowd pleaser. I don't think no kids turning their nose up at a small area game or a 3-on-3 rush drill, or
yep.
Everyone just chip a puck in, battle it out, and all the kids are having an absolute time.
It's like they think it's supposed to be fun or something.
Right?
What's wrong with these kids, eh?
Good decision-making skills, compete. High tempo is automatic. Everyone's breaking a sweat out there. You're not, hold it. Hey, make sure you get on your outside edge.
Bring it in.
I mentioned last week we were doing a lot of that with my team going with the Whitby Wildcats going forward, and I ran a lot of hockey practices this week where I just kind of chatted up the small area games to the coaches, and they were all for it, and there you go. We just kind of kept with that theme. But in terms of doing skating skills, I did do a number of sessions working on the Johnny two-step. Just one of the more explosive players in the year, in the league, John Tavares, working on the two linear crossovers to beat defenders. That was one that I probably mixed into a couple of different sessions this week. It was a good time.
Gotta love the Johnny Trana.
Gotta love it.
Hike it past NED. Put your money on it.
Yeah. But anyways, we gotta do a little highlight reels.
Let's do it.
Little video recap of the Silver Stick. Talk a little bit more about, how about maybe question comment of the day? What was your favorite snack bar snack at Iroquois? That place, they racked up a healthy Christmas bonus at that Iroquois.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I was always a pack of gum and a coffee, but boy, were those chocolate chip cookies just staring at me. Probably not a good look coming back. The kids coming back from warm up, and I got a chocolate chip cookie the size of my head.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm curious to know. They look a little crispy, a little bit overcooked for my liking, but I'd love to hear from somebody. Are those chocolate chip cookies any good? What is the go-to snack bar snack at Iroquois?
If any Silver Stick participants and viewers are watching today, I'd love to hear what you got at the snack bar. How about that burger at the bar there?
That was good.
That was a good burger.
You got the fried egg burger. What a time.
Yeah, that was an aggressive call by me, but delicious. Delicious.
Anyways, let's pull up the
Silver
Stick standings here. I already went through it a little bit, but we're looking at the U10 here. Let's kind of go through Niagara's game here. You got a 4-0 win to Lambton, 3-2 loss to the Nats, 5-2 win of Peterborough Petes, and a 5-3 loss of Middlesex Islanders. Anything you'd like to point out as to Niagara's journey to defeat? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the two teams that we lost to are the teams that finished ahead of us. taken one of those games would have been big. Would have been big, especially that first one, 3-2 loss against the Nats.
Would have given you some momentum into Saturday.
It would have been huge. It would have been huge. And the Nats were coming off a very, I won't say mediocre, maybe too many goals against in that first game. I know they got that 8-3 win on the first game. I have a feeling that they wish it was 6-0. Those goals against, they came out hot. They took us down. We played them in the tournament earlier this year, and we beat them 4-3 in overtime. They wanted that game, took it to us.
I think the fact that that they lost earlier that day on Friday to the Lambton team, they came out firing in all cylinders on that Friday afternoon game.
Did they lose?
They lost 6-5 to Lambton, which I think is a pretty big upset. And then that was their second game of the day. It was your first game. And yeah, again,
yeah, sorry.
A
so
lot of the time, those second games, it's hard to get up for. But when you lose in the morning, the Nats came out and
yes,
that's
what
best game of the tourney.
That's what I was originally going to say. And I looked at the thing and I said, hold on, they won 8-3, but that was Thursday. Yes, they did lose the morning before they played us, and that definitely lit a fire under them. They needed to beat us, and they did, so good for them.
Yep. Scrolling down a little bit here. Our tourney started on Friday. We played 2 games. We played Boston Top Gun first game. Luckily, they were on their second game of the day, so we got them when they were a bit tired. It was a battle. Had a 3-1 win. Later that day, we played the Oakland Junior Grizzlies, which we had seen before. We beat them 3-0. Their goalie, I thought, played really, really well. It would have been nice to add some goals to the goal differential, but it was a 3-0 win. Got to love it. Played Ottawa, and we got going early in the first period. And the second period, we really pulled away. Fourth game, an absolute battle. Chicago, that was their first game of Saturday. It was our second game on Saturday, and it was an absolute nail biter. Have some highlights here. 1 second. Have some highlights here, particularly from the Chicago game. Have some from the quarterfinals, and then have some highlights from the semifinal as well. Love to share those here.
Yeah.
Boom. So as I mentioned, the Chicago game was an absolute battle. Very first shift of the game. You've got to love this. Keeping it very simple, chipping a puck in deep. This, again, first shift of the game. We get one below the goal line. Boom, Mohawk wraparound, 1-0. And
what a goal.
A huge game to stamp our ticket to Sunday. And again, great puck pressure. That's the name of our game. But right here, what do we work on with our skill development? Gotta love a little Mohawk wraparound.
That was so perfect. What a goal. Unreal goal.
Yeah.
Huge goal. I watched a lot of that game. Chicago was a tough team.
It was a dogfight, that's for sure.
They were all over you, trying to scramble at the end there.
What else do we got here? Love this clip. Big tournament, you need big saves. Everyone thinks that puck is going in. No, we got a sprawling save.
That is a massive save.
If you're going to go deep in a 30-team tourney, you're going to need some outstanding goaltending. We definitely got that. Line rushes. Line rushes in the tournament were nice. Got a nice little pull-up. Send a pass to the weak side winger. That was a huge goal.
Very unselfish pass. Beautiful.
Yeah. What else do we got here? Really good at hunting pucks and getting second chances. So taking a puck from the corner, being able to walk out with it and go showtime on them.
Wow.
That was a clutch goal.
That was a great goal.
Power play, prepping for this tournament. Let me get that. Prepping for this tournament, a lot of structure work. a lot of understanding your role, understanding your assignment on power plays, understanding your assignments on face-offs. Um, I think what was a big turning point for our power play was just learning how to relieve pressure. Having somebody
Structure.
way down low to be able to just throw a puck to a half wall guy, the half wall guy knowing they could always hit the point,
Mm-hmm.
stretching out in the 1-3-1.
Yeah, I
And
don't know
this
what
one
looks
worked out
better
great.
here, the puck movement or those Whitby gold gloves. Unbelievable.
Gloves are something else, let
Those
me tell
gloves are
you.
something else.
Again, going into this tournament, working on this type of stuff, like for example, maybe let's get a coach mode going.
Defensive zone face-off here.
D zone face off. We are always talking about wingers getting right up on their toes, is the
Mm-hmm.
language we use. Have to start moving in and cheating towards the center to try to help win the face off. You can see that's dialed in.
Yep.
As soon as our D man gets the puck here, this puck's getting ripped around the boards. Our
He's
winger
ready
on
for
this
it.
side is ready for it. We do
That's
get a
perfect.
little out of position here on the breakdown, but yeah, you love having everybody dialed in on the face-off. This is what we spent a lot of our time leading into the tournament, and boom, we go from a D zone face-off to an offensive zone face-off in about 10 seconds or so.
Great. Great execution.
Incredible. Well done. Any other clips from the tourney here? So yeah, I think that's all of it there. Leading into the tournament, a lot of structure, working on our breakouts, regroups, simple outlet plays, face off plays, power play, spending entire practices working on that. Really gearing up to have us perform well at this tournament. Unfortunately, came up short. Really good opponent in Mid Fairfield. I know we've done a podcast talking about weight shifts wins championships. In this case, weight shifts wins semifinals.
Yep.
That's the game-winning goal. We had 43 as a marked player for them. We noticed that he was a high skill player. And here's a great move off the half wall to beat a couple of defenders and find a backdoor for the go-ahead goal,
It
or
was a
1-0
great goal.
goal in the
Mm-hmm.
third period. Great team. They were able to set up. They clearly have spent quite a bit of time on their structure too. Great team and well done to get that game winner there.
But hey, semifinals, Silver Stick, 2-1 loss in the semis.
2-0. 2-0.
2-0. A very good performance.
First
Well
time we've been
done.
shut out all year. Definitely tip your cap to that opponent. They were a good team.
Well done, Whitby.
Yeah, you got to be happy with them. They battled so hard. All those round robin games were not easy opponents, and every single game we showed up, we brought our top game. And you know what? If you're gonna win a 30-team tournament, you're gonna have to get some bounces. The bounces did not go our way in the semifinals. It was a heck of a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, gearing up for this and
Back to the
coaching in
drawing
this.
board. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to the drawing board, but I don't know. I was going to kind of talk a little bit about bench management with you
Yeah.
guys in Niagara gearing up for this. Was there any big differences that you saw between a regular season OMHA game versus Silver Stick?
In bench management?
Yeah,
No.
similar.
Yep. Same plan with the goalies. Same plan, same units that we worked on in the weeks leading up to that tournament. We used for the power play, penalty kill. You know, maybe someone's tired here or there and someone else gets put out for a certain moment. But for the most part, everything was the same leading up to the tournament as it was in the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
For
guys?
us, If it is a regular season game, everyone gets an opportunity. Everyone is going to be put in any face-off situation, any power play, penalty kill, start of the period, end of the period type of thing. Everyone gets a fair opportunity. When we are playing against top competition, and you can kind of see you're essentially playing against some all-star teams here. We're coaching to win. Certain players are starting the period. Certain players are ending the period. If it's a power play, they know exactly who's going out the door, and that's how we prepped for it. Not every game is coached like this, but playing hockey at the highest level, you are going to see a little bit of that when it comes to tournament mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it definitely makes a difference. It's the reason why we were able to get as far as we did. But moving on from that, all our practices going into Silver Stick, like I mentioned, structure, set plays, all that type of stuff. Now that we have a little bit of a break of regular season games for about 2 months leading into Christmas, not only are we going to have every player get a fair opportunity in practice, there's no power play units or anything like that. Small area games. Is there better development than working on winning battles, working on catch and shoot, fake pass positions? Here's an easy small area game, working on those skills I just listed.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 6 guys going at once in both ends. High tempo is built into these games. And again, kids are working on quick decision making, shooting skills, net front reactions, battling and competing, a whole lot of fun.
It's an awesome small area game you got going right here. And I just can't help but compliment the practice Cooperalls, coveralls. What do you call those?
Nothing
Unbelievable.
like a Hartford Whalers Cooperalls. You look up that on Google Images. You can't.
Do the kids love those or what?
It's a good question.
They look great.
The coaches do that. We picked them, so
I love it.
That's the most important thing about who's having fun here.
Of course.
Here's a different game. Everyone knows designated passer games where you have to pass to your teammate in order to score. In this case, the 2 designated passers are down low. You have to get to them. The gold passer got it. They passed it in front of the net. Now they're going in to try to score. Here's another one.
Love it.
Little Connor McDavid 3-on-3 line rush. Our faces are blocking out part of the drill, but it's basically a 3-on-3 scrimmage, but you start one team in a corner, you start the other team on the blue line forechecking, and it's just a quick, I don't know, I'd say this is probably a 20-second shift here of the white team trying to attack and the black team countering with a quick breakaway, and then I blow the whistle, kick them out, the next 6 guys are going.
3 guys in the corner, wheel out from behind the net, and go end-to-end 3v3. The defending 3 waiting at the blue at the start of the drill.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I love it.
Here, I'll draw them all up here.
Yeah, why not? Let's get a look at these drills. These are good.
Nothing wrong with adding a few drills here.
Share the love here.
So the first one, I call it as actually a designated shooter. So basically, there's a designated shooter on this side and a designated shooter on this side, and then there's 2 players from green battling, 2 players from red battling.
Mm-hmm.
So one rule that I made is that you had to score from a one-timer or catch and shoot position. So obviously you're trying to win a battle here, pass the puck to your teammate. They're going to catch and shoot or maybe even fake shot pass back door. As soon as green gets the puck, they send a puck to their shooter. This player can rip a one-timer or catch and shoot, or if they want to settle it down and make a pass, they can do that too.
Beauty.
So there's that game. Second one, the designated passers are staying below the goal line. So there's 2 players that are designated to stay below here, 2 players in the slot. As soon as a battle is won, they send the puck down low. The red player has to send it back in front to go score. If the puck is retrieved by green, they have to send it to their player, and now they're getting open. and this player can send a pass, go score.
Nice.
Very simple. Again, a lot of fun, high tempo, and tons of skills being worked on in these games.
Mm-hmm.
What was the last one? Little Connor
Little
McDavid.
Connor McKinnon, Nathan McDowell down the ice.
Love that. So that one, we saw the 3 players lined up here. I told 2 of them, I gave them a couple different options. One was skating up, second player in the back, and you go for a little slingshot drop while the other player skates down the ice.
Mm-hmm.
That was one. The other one, as I said, first player without a puck, skate out to the right wing. Second player in line, skate out behind the net. And third player, skate down the left wing. So now this player can pass either way or keep the puck. While the other team is lined up here, I'm encouraging 2 of them to sprint and angle behind the net. And the third one can kind of surf and pick up the weak side winger there.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And they just play it down 3-on-3 all the way.
It's pretty much a 3-on-3 scrimmage. You can't go wrong, but there's some control to it. You can influence some plays coming out from behind the net, but it's just a short burst, high compete 3-on-3 drill.
Love it.
Done two of these types of sessions since the Silver Stick. Again, huge crowd pleaser. The kids love it. Tons of skills being worked on, and at the same time, when you have a strong group, they're really feeding off each other, just battling in the corner. It might even be better than some of the games we have coming up for the kids to be battling against strong, fast players. What else? What else should we be working on post-tournament? Any ideas from on your end?
Well, Niagara North, we're going in a similar direction. We're going to add some line skating with the puck, or
never go wrong with a line skate.
Small stations with the puck. I want to dial in puck control. Our whole coaching staff, head coach Brian and everyone else, we all want to get a lot of reps, a lot of puck touches. We, like you guys before the Silver Stick, we had a lot of X's and O's that we were getting ingrained in our team, and it seems to have locked in very well. It's time to get back to some skills. It's time to
enough
develop
talking
these
about
guys.
F3.
It's about it. Yeah. So yeah, some skating with the puck. I'd love to do some quick shooting off the pass. So many times, we're just skating in and taking a shot. It's like we've talked about in other podcasts. It's time to get the puck on and off the stick. That's where all the goals are coming, whether it's off the pass, off the rebound.
Yeah. I always mention that the most common goal is, for lack of a better description, whacking the puck.
Yep.
Where it's just a loose puck and an awkward position, and you got to whack it into the open net as opposed to the perfect drag release, the deking
100%.
Left and right and snipe and sharp angle snipes and wraparound goals and all that different type of skill work you can do. At the end of the day, you just got to put your hands in the right position to snipe. Speaking of hand position, that Connor Bedard goal last night, it's
unbelievable.
Really a different level of
hand
position. The body is just perpendicular to the net, and the hands are just out and on another level, far post. And you can see the way the goalie cheated. The goalie's just like, well, it's impossible for him to shoot it over there.
He gets so low in there. He's holding the knob of his stick above himself. Unbelievable.
Incredible.
It was a great goal.
I'm right there with you with the line skates. Even in these small area game days, hour and a half practice, would start off with something competitive to kind of get everyone's brain turned on. Immediately goal line, maybe 15 minutes of line skating, do some different edge holds, puck skills, all good stuff. Back to the competitive games, and again, changing up your tone from doing structure and hold on, make sure you go and you dial in all these details, and then you go from that into competing, having fun. Kids are getting creative. A lot less pressure, I would say. Good to have a flipping mindset, and it's a good way to develop the kids.
Let's 100%. Let's end it off with a high note here. You got me thinking about these tapping it in goals.
Love it.
You want to see, look at here's a Niagara North goal. Shot on net. As soon as this player gets the puck, look at the nose, the smell of blood in the water. 2 sharks. Let's go for this rebound. That's what these guys love to do. As soon as someone has the puck, go get it. Go to the net. Here's another one. We moved the puck from low to high. Get to the net. Player comes from behind the net, gets in front. The one-handed bandit. Did you see that?
One-handed Henry Fang.
Danny Canny. What a goal. The diving one-handed
It's not
bandit.
Henry?
It's not Henry.
Henry. I thought it was Henry there with a one-handed Henry Fang just hooking it in the net. That's incredible.
It's so true, though, how many goals are just scored like that. It's just
how do you
scramble.
practice that?
It's scramble hockey. You know what you do? First of all, a lot of games.
You know what? That's a good point. I think even in some of those clips of the small area games, that's the reps you're seeing. Little rebound, awkward puck. You got to whack it.
With players on you battling. You can't have your entire practice with drills that end up with you skating in 1-on-0 on a goalie.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you added those clips. What's something that we can look forward to for episode number 22?
Well, I think I'll try my best to get some more clips of some Niagara North upcoming practices and skill development. And maybe you can do the same, and we can show a few more drill ideas with the good folks who have made it to this 27th minute mark here. Thanks for coming.
If you are at the 27-minute mark, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We are absolutely booming here at BobN'Frank. I like the idea of more drills, more line skates.
Mm-hmm.
Line skates are our bread and butter. I don't think there's a session I do without a little, at least a brief stint on the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just show a bunch of different progressions of that. I think you can never go wrong with learning a few new drills.
For sure.
Maybe even talking about a few applications with it, where we go with the practice after it.
Yep.
All right, well, we got to develop these kids and bring them to another level. We're going to do so by showing off some line skates. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time for some line skates. Can't wait.
See you next time.
Morning.